Hi, and welcome to the Academic Probation and Subject to Disqualification tutorial. I'm Sarah Spear-Barrett, the Dean of ERC Academic Advising.
And I'm Claire Harrington, the Assistant Dean of ERC Academic Advising. Our goal for this tutorial is to provide you with the information and resources to help you return to good standing. We encourage you to carefully read your academic notice. It provides you with the criteria and resources to return to good academic standing.
While your situation is very serious, you can return to good academic standing by making smart choices, which include repeating D or F grades, considering a change of major, adjusting or reducing your course load. Now let's understand what academic probation and subject to disqualification mean. Based on your GPA, you will be placed in one of these three academic status categories: good standing, academic probation, or subject to disqualification. You'll see that each status is determined by grade point average. Please note that subject to disqualification means just that. You can be disqualified from the university anytime your academic status is subject to disqualification. We hope this tutorial will help you to avoid that outcome.
The way that you'll return to good academic standing is by making smart choices. Let's move on to see some examples of how you can do this. Repeating D or F grades is a good step toward improving your GPA. This is an example of what your last quarter might have looked like. As you can see, the grade of F in Math 10A put you on academic probation. For next quarter, you should repeat Math 10A. If you need the course for your major, if you need to take Math 10B, or if you think you can pass the course. Now you know why to repeat a course. Here's what the repeat will look like on your academic history. You'll see that the F from your first quarter still appears on your record, but is replaced completely in your GPA by the B-. And as a result, the quarter and cumulative GPA are above 2.0, placing you on good academic standing.
As we mentioned, you'll want to repeat a course if you are continuing in that major. What if last quarter made you realize that this major isn't right for you? Now we'll talk about changing majors. When you're considering a change in major, ask yourself the following questions. Why am I in this major? Is it what I really like, or is it the influence of family and friends? Can I do well in this major? Was it just this class that was hard? Do I need to give it more time? Were there other reasons I didn't do well last quarter that are not related to the major? Does my choice of major have any bearing on what I want to do in a career? What are my career goals, and do I need this major for that career? If any of these questions raise doubts about your current major, now is a good time to talk to an ERC academic counselor about different options.
You will also want to visit Career Services. There you can speak to a counselor about connections between majors and jobs, as well as internship opportunities and graduate school requirements. Career Services offers a lot to help you on the decision-making path. One important link is the one entitled Majors to Careers. This gives you access to information about majors and possible related careers.
There are a lot of myths and misconceptions about requirements for graduate and professional schools. Career Services has information on many of the requirements for different professional and graduate degrees. It will be important to look through these if you have some specific career options in mind and note the major or lack thereof and course requirements. Career Services also offers many workshops and other resources, so we encourage you to look at their site and start to utilize their services early in your college career. The right information can help you make smart choices.
There may be issues other than your choice of major or course load or other distractions which affected you, and perhaps a temporary break from UCSD could be a good option for you. Have any of the reasons listed here affected you? If so, you might want to think about temporarily withdrawing from UCSD. It's better to withdraw on your own than to have any of these issues affect you and ultimately lead to disqualification. Remember, you can withdraw online. It's not permanent if you do this on your own. Come talk to us about readmitting when you're ready.
If you don't need to withdraw from all of your courses, you might want to consider reducing your course load. Remember, at orientation we talked about your degree being a full-time job. At this point, 12 units and a 2.0 term GPA are the minimum standards required to remain enrolled next quarter. Since you are not in good academic standing, you should take no more than 14 units. Apply for part-time status if you qualify. For instance, if you are working 30 hours or more per week, have family responsibilities, or medical reasons. The application for this is available online on My Triton link. Consider financial aid, intercollegiate athletics, and veterans benefits minimum standards if these apply to you. Please see an ERC academic counselor if you have any questions.
We hope by now the different options we've talked about, changing your major, repeating courses, withdrawing from UCSD, reducing your course load, have helped you consider your own choices. Here are some final thoughts to consider as you work to return to good standing.
Understand what academic probation means and what grades you need in order to return to good academic standing. Identify the problems that led to your poor grades and get help in solving these problems. Consider all of your options, including adjusting your course load, tutoring, cutting back on extracurricular activities, repeating grades of D or F, counseling, withdrawing, etc. Organize and plan your quarter. Know the add, drop, and withdrawal deadlines.
Contact your major department, Counseling and Psychological Services, OASIS, Office for Students with Disabilities, Student Health, and other applicable entities.
There are two more important resources. Goals in Action is a workshop offered through Counseling and Psychological Services each quarter. Offered in 3 sessions, the workshop will help you set goals, learn to better manage your time, and promote healthy behavior. Each quarter, the dates are posted on the CAPS website.
The second is TMC 10, Methods of Inquiry. This 2-unit course is open to students from all colleges, from honors students to those in academic difficulty, from freshmen to seniors. It will be a great supplement to your courses as you get back on track to good academic standing. Contact ERC Academic Advising if you would like to enroll, since it requires a department stamp.
Remember, you need to schedule an appointment with ERC Academic Advising. Please make sure you bring in your completed self-assessment from your academic notice to your appointment. Please come in and see us. We are as invested in your return to good academic standing as